Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Fraser Field for Commonwealth Conference Baseball. Big game for both teams. Lynn Tech entertaining Minuteman. Minuteman is 7-8. This is a doubleheader today. Minuteman has to win 2 to get into the state tournament. Tech has got the doubleheader and a game on Monday, and they have to win 2 of the 3 to get into the state tournament. They battle back to 8-8. Minuteman is 7-8. Will McCafferty on the mound. And I only have last names for Minuteman. I'll get first names for the second game, but Schreiber, the first baseman, is the hitter. Way up and in for a ball. Picture perfect day. I thought it was going to be cold, but the sun's trying to break out. Pops out every once in a while. Swing and a miss. He chased that pitch. It was over his head. And the count goes full. Slice to right field coming on. Oh, he almost overran it. Colin Newhall, just at the last second, stuck his glove up and made the catch. He almost overran it. That would have been at least a triple. Because the right field, there was nobody behind him. He was coming towards home plate. He would have chased that all the way back to the fence. At the last second, he stuck his glove up and just picked it. Ole, who's the pitcher today, is the hitter, so it's pitcher against pitcher. Missing inside for a ball. Hit in the air to right field, a little bit easier play for the right fielder, Newhall. He makes the first 2. 2 up, 2 down. Algier, the shortstop, will be the hitter. Missing wide for a ball. Missing low and inside for a ball. It's senior night here for the Tech Tigers. I think we had them on camera when they were introduced. Swing and a miss. We'll mention them again. Eddie Lewis doing an outstanding job with the Tech team as the head coach. They were down early. They're on a run. They got back to 8-8. And looking at the end of this day to be into the state tournament if they can. And that's ball 4, so a 2-out walk to the Minuteman shortstop, Algier. And Ravel's the second baseman. Popped up, it's going to go back and out of play. Right over our heads. It's been senior night all over the place. Mary's girls had theirs. English boys had theirs yesterday. The runner takes off. Out at second base. Great throw by Nordyke, the catcher, and an Eddie Lewis with a nice tag. So the walk doesn't hurt. McCaffrey gives the walk, but only faces 3 hitters in the inning. Is a perfect throw by Nordyke. Nice tag by Lewis. And Minuteman is down in this first inning. And we'll move into the bottom half of the first inning. We move into the bottom half of the first inning. It will be Eddie Lewis, the second baseman, leading off. Colby Buckland will play center field and bat second. Third and playing first base, Dylan DiFilippo. Pitching and batting in the cleanup spot is Will McCafferty. The third baseman, Mario Giordano, will hit number 5. Batting sixth and playing left field, Chris Boyd. The catcher who made that great throw, Dylan Nordyke, will bat number 7. Colin Newhall, who made the first 2 putouts of the game, in right field, will bat 8th. And bring up the tail end of the batting order is Roman Valdez, the shortstop, batting 9th. So a big day for both teams. It's hard to believe that the season is virtually over. This being Thursday, tomorrow night, 4 and 7. Glasgow against Swampscott, English against St. Mary's will be the second annual Dougie Mullins tournament. Consolation final will be 11 and 2 on Saturday. Saturday night will be the same 4 teams. I don't know what the schedule is, but the same 4 teams will be playing, opening up the annual John Holler Memorial Tournament, English, Glasgow, St. Mary's, and Swampscott. That will be at 4 and 6. And then at 11 and 2 on Sunday will be the consolation in the final. Ollie on the mound. Lewis hits the first pitch, fouling it off. Eddie Lewis is the son of the coach, Eddie Lewis. Way up and in for a ball. Way up and in again. He had the kind of the way almost hit him. Wound up sitting down in the batter's box. And it's going to make it into the seats. Normally that would go into the top of the netting behind the plate and roll back. But there is no top to the netting. All there is the netting up above is space. Balls can be hit in the stands. Balls could actually be hit here in the press box. Call third strike. So Ollie catches Lewis looking for the first out. Colby Buckland, the center fielder, will be the hitter. Might have got a piece, fouled it into the catcher's mitt. It's strike 1. Looking over at Manning Field as usual. Off-speed curveball dropped in nicely. Track meet going on over at Manning Field. Not very often that it's empty over there. Hit sharply in the center field for a base hit. Past the reach of the shortstop. Tech has their first base runner. They have the first hit of the game. It'll bring up Dylan DiFilippo, the first baseman. Here at renovated Frazier Field. The field is absolutely perfect. Everything you see is turf. They've still got some work to do on the lights and the dugouts, but that's in progress. Rich Avery in charge, doing a very good job. The runner takes off. Looked like they might have had him, but the ball bounced off the shortstop. Buckland gets a stolen base. He's in scoring position with 1 out. I'm not sure what the umpire was doing. The umpire wanted a timeout. Ollie threw the pitch anyway. Wide for a ball. Campbell stopped that one from going to the backstop. Swing and a miss. Ollie really isn't pausing. He's coming to the belt, but he's still moving. The runner at second could take advantage. High for a ball. Nobody noticed it. He's just hit foul to the backstop. Count evens at 2. Hit foul out of play. A couple of Minuteman fans made it, sitting off to my right. There's a few Tech fans on an early start on a Thursday on senior night. Hit foul off the catcher. DiFilippo stays alive at 2-2, fouling off a few pitches. The pitcher, Will McCafferty, on deck. McCaffrey thought it was inside. He gets rung up. 2-way with the runner at second. The pitcher was getting ready to pitch the ball. The umpire just got baseballs from the sideline. He was putting the baseballs in his satchel, his bag. He was starting to put his mask back on, and all he was about to throw the pitch. He threw his hands up. The base umpire came out and said, "Pay attention." McCaffrey stepped out. All he was about to throw the ball again. Top foul. Mario Giordano on deck, hoping he gets a shot here in the first inning. Solid shot, but he got way out in front and pulled it foul. Oh, 2 the count, pitcher against pitcher here. Pitching low for a ball. Catcher thought it was strike 3. Strike 3 called on the corner. He strikes out the side. He gives up a hit, but he strikes out the side. So we're right back where we started at the beginning of the game. Dead even. Tech, nothing. Minuteman, nothing at the end of 1. Ravel's the second baseman, will lead it off. He was at bat in the first inning when they threw Algier out trying to steal second base. So he's back in the box. Takes the pitch for a strike. 4, 5, and 6 for Minuteman as the sun keeps popping up every once in a while, especially out in right field and first base. Down and away for a ball. So both had a base runner. Tech got theirs as far as second base. Ollie had a big first inning, striking out the side. All three of them were called third strikes. Good pitch on the corner for a strike. 1-2 the count to the Minuteman second baseman. Swing and a miss. He put it right in on his hands and he swung right through it. First strikeout for McCafferty. Clark, the left fielder, will be the hitter. Swing and a miss. Down and in for a ball. Down and away for a ball. Missing again. Misses for ball 4. It goes to the backstop. They better hurry. Second walk given up by McCafferty. The first came with 2 outs in the first inning. This one comes with 1 out in the second. Another left-handed hitter. The catcher, he throws right, bats left. In for a strike. They swing around to left center fielder over in right center. Right fielder near the line. Big gap in left center as the pitch misses wide for a ball. Hits it foul. Foul ball. He reaches for that one. Just barely touched it and went to the backstop. The runner thought it was a wild pitch. He was off to second base. So 1-2 to the Minuteman catcher. Swing and a miss. So a swinging strikeout, a walk, and a swinging strikeout here in the second inning. High and away for a ball. Hit foul back and out of play. way up and in for a ball. That sun now covers all the fields now as it pops out. Kind of teasing us. Good pitch on the corner for a strike. And we got deuces wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in inning number 2. So deuces all over the place. Down and in for a ball. Payoff pitch. The runner should be off and running with the pitch. Hit foul. The runner wasn't going. Strike 3 called. He strikes out the side. So he matches Ollie in the first inning. 2 of them swinging. Minuteman is down in the second inning. And we'll move into the bottom of the second inning. Tech will try to get on top here in the ball game. They'll have 5, 6, and 7. Mario Giordano, Chris Boyd, Dylan Nordyke will be the 3 hitters to face Ollie on the mound. Nice day for senior night. And the seniors for Lynn Tech: Colby Buckland, Josh Shelley, Rashad Newhall, Vinny Marino, Tyler Maynard, Colin Donovan. Congratulations to them on a career at Lynn Tech. They all performed well, represented their schools, their cities, their teachers, their coaches. Did a nice job, and now they're off and running. We wish them the best in whatever field, whether it's moving on to a job, going on to college, enlisting in the service, whatever they choose to do. We wish them the best. Congratulations to them and their parents and their family members. Mario Giordano takes it wide for a ball. In for a strike. Mario was the third baseman for the Tigers. Hit in the air. Center fielder with a long run coming in and makes the one-handed catch. That's Cerrone. Right back to the mound. Holly makes the play over to Griffin. Two away. Fishing for a ball. Fishing down and away. This is Dylan Nordyke, the catcher. Missing for ball 3. Nudek will be looking at this pitch. And he draws a walk. So we can't get a 1-2-3 inning. Hit back foul. This is Colin Newhall. Runner gets a pretty good jump off first, diving back on the pickoff. Another good-sized lead. And he's off and running. They're not going to get him. He got too big a jump. Almost to second base before the pitch was thrown. So the stolen base gives Tech their second runner in scoring position. This time with 2 outs. The first time was with 1 out. Hangs high for a ball. In for strike 3. Tech has been looking at a lot of pitches. So we started even. We played 2 innings, and we're still even. Tech nothing, Minuteman nothing at the end of 2. Wortell, the right fielder leading off, stepped away from that pitch and punched it down the first base line. It bounced foul. Eight, 9, and 1 for Minuteman here in the 3rd inning. Swing and a miss. Missing inside. Low for a ball. So he had him. He was out in front. Now he's got to come in with a pitch. Pitching for ball 4. So Minuteman is the first team to get the leadoff hitter on base. Cerrone, the center fielder, will be the hitter with the top of the order on deck. Down and away for a ball. Down and in for a ball. Popped up. It's going to make it into the seats. Two on the count to the Minuteman center fielder here in the top of the 3rd inning. Down and away. McCafferty on the verge of walking the first 2 hitters. Swing and a miss. Count goes full. Popped up behind third base. Long run. Can't get there. Good effort. Giordano gave it a solid try. Just beyond his reach. It wasn't really hit that high. He chased it. Last minute dive. He wound up on the turf and almost made a great play. Good hustle. We'll do it again at 3-2. Hit in the air again. That's going to go out of play. Down in that picnic area. So we'll do it again at 3-2. Cerrone hanging around. Way wide, so he worked a walk. Minuteman has the first threat. First and second, nobody out. Top of the order, Schreiber, the third baseman, hit a line drive to right field. Newhall almost overran it. Last minute, he leaned up and picked it. So he's 0 for 1, but he hit a shot and a half. His 0-1. Missing wide for a ball. Chop to third slowly. Good job by Giordano. Almost looked like for a minute he forgot there was a runner at second. He turned around and sprinted to third and got the play. Just a little tapper down the third baseline. So there's still 2 on, but now there's 1 out for Ollie, the pitcher. He flied to right field his first time. In for a strike. In for strike 2. Ollie's saying, sure, you walked the first 2. Now the first 2 pitches to me are strikes. Strike 3 call. Good pitch. Two away. Algier, the shortstop, drew a walk, and he was thrown out trying to steal second base. Dag bounces out to his right to block that one. They want to keep him at first and second, so a ground ball, they can have a play any place in the infield. In for a strike. The runner takes off, chops slowly to third. No play. Giordano wisely held on to the ball. The runner had third base stolen. First hit in the ballgame for Minuteman. So now the bases are loaded with 2 outs for Ravel's, the second baseman, who struck out swinging. Brings Eddie Lewis out to talk to the troops. Just a little swinging bunt down the third base line. Giordano did the right thing. He had no chance of throwing Algier out at first base, so he wisely held on to it to make sure he didn't throw it away. Lewis will make his way back to the dugout. Ravel's the second baseman, will be the hitter. So now they have a play any place, including home plate, any base. Minuteman trying to get on the board first here in the third inning. Line shot to left field, goes by everybody, all the way back to the fence. 3 runs are going to score. They went under the fence. They get it back. A 3-run double by jumped on the first pitch. Two-out lightning for Minuteman. So the walks hurt. Extends the inning. Clark, the left fielder, drew a walk his first at bat. Down and in for a ball. Ravel's jumped on that first pitch and drilled it just inside the left field line. The outfield is shallow and all the way down to the fence. Easily in with a double. Everybody scores. Runner from first. Algier easily scored. So they didn't crunch the ball. They got a couple of walks. A fielder's choice. That little tap to third base was the one hit. He chases that pitch way over his head. And that little tap to third base for an infield hit kept the inning alive. And Ravel's made it pay with a big 3-run double. Hit to short. They make the play. Nice job by Valdez, the shortstop, with a strong throw, but the damage is done. They get their first 2 hits in the inning. Four walks given up. He struck out 4. Looked like that strikeout for the second out was big and maybe going to get them out of the inning. But it got followed by that little tapper, just a little slow roller down the third base line for a base hit. And then Ravel's didn't hit a tapper. He hit a line shot inside the left field line down to the fence. And 3 runs later, Minuteman's got a 3-run lead, and Ollie has 3 runs to work with on the mound. It'll be 9-1-2 for Tech. They've got some room. It's only the third inning, but they got to start using the whip. Roman Valdez, Eddie Lewis, Kobe Buckland, 9-1-2 for Tech as we start the bottom of the third. We mentioned both teams have to win to get into the state tournament. A little more difficult for Minuteman because they're 7-8. A loss would make them 7-9. And they would be hard pressed to get in. Tech at least would be 8-9. They would have to win their last 2. Hit foul to the screen. They've got the second game here, and they got a game here on the holiday here at 10 o'clock in the morning. Off-speed pitch way out in front of it, swung right through it. There's blue skies and puffy white clouds everywhere except right over the ballpark. There's a big black cloud. And we hope that moves away. That won't. He had to skip. He had to become a right-handed hitter to get out of the way of that one. That was behind him in the batter's box. And the count evens at 2. High for a ball. So he's got to come in with a pitch. I'll put Valdez on. And it's ball 4, so he loses him. So both teams gets their leadoff hitter on here in the 3rd inning. Minuteman made a pay by scoring 3 runs. Let's see if Tech can get something done. They don't need 3, but they like to get 1 or 2 to get back in it. Eddie Lewis was called on strikes, as was all the outs in the 1st inning. Diving back at first is Valdez. They take the pitch, and he got no chance throwing him out at second base. Three for 3 in stolen bases for Tech, getting runners in scoring position. He had 1 at second with 1 out, 1 at second with 2 outs in the second. Now they got the runner at second with no outs. As he kind of backed away from that and fouled it off his ear up in the seats, and it's 0-2. Hit in the air to center field. Right at the center fielder, Cerrone. One away for Colby Buckland. He's got the only hit for Tech. He got a base hit and stole second base. And got stranded there when Ollie struck out the side in the 1st inning. Waves at that off-speed pitch that was up and in. The runner takes off way up and in. He got a good pitch to run on. He got a great jump. First runner to reach 3rd. And we mentioned that Ollie really almost doesn't come to a pause. It almost looks like he's pausing, but he's just almost just following through. Foul tip. Held onto. Nice job by the catcher, Campbell. So a strikeout for the second out. Dylan DiFilippo, the catcher, the strikeout, called on strikes in the 1st inning. He's the first baseman. Down and in for a ball. Tech would love to get this run home. Hit foul off the screen. Chased that pitch that was up and away. A little different look here at Frazier Field with all the advertising signs, the Navigators getting ready. They're here in June. Off the catcher in the dirt, they're going to score the run. Valdez didn't have to, but he dove head first into the plate. So the wild pitch gets Tech on the board. Cuts the lead to 3-1. Solid shot into center field by the center fielder. All the way back to the fence. Into second with a stand-up double is DiFilippo. We got all of that one. ripped that by the center fielder to the fence. He's at second base with a stand-up double. Will McCafferty can help himself. The pitcher was called out on strikes in the first inning. Popped up. Nice diving play by the catcher, Campbell. So the nice defense gets Tech out, leaves the runner at second once again, but they did get a run home. They did it with a hit. They had nothing to do with it. It was a walk, 2 stolen bases, and a wild pitch that got them the run. So we played 3 Minuteman in this must-win for both teams in this Commonwealth Conference battle. Minuteman leading Tech 3-1. We'll start the 4th inning. You make a nice defensive play. You lead off the inning. Campbell, the catcher, made that nice play on the foul pop. He'll lead it off. He struck out swinging his one trip against McCafferty. Down and in for a ball to the backstop. Down and away. It's 2-0. Missing for ball 3. In for a strike. Just faking the bunt because he was taking the pitch with 3-0. Still be fussy here. So for the second inning in a row, Minuteman gets their leadoff hitter on with a base on balls. 5 walks given up by McCafferty. Gets the bunt down. They're not going to get him. They did get him. Nice play by Nordijk. If McCafferty has to make that play, he's not going to get him. Nordijk made an outstanding play. So the sacrifice moves the runner up. Swing and a miss. Whittel, the right fielder, drew a walk his first at bat. He's bouncing all over the batter's box. Doing a little soft shoe dance with the pitch coming in. In for a strike, backing away again. Wide for a ball. The count evens at 2. He knew it. He turned around. He was going to the dugout before the umpire said strike 3. So 2 away. 5 strikeouts for McCafferty. Cerrone drew a walk in that 3rd inning and scored the first of 3. Slapped into left field for a base hit. I'm not sure the runner at second base wasn't going with 2 outs. Cerrone's on for the second time. Minuteman has first and third. Top of the order, Schreiber. Line to the right fielder and bounced into a fielder's choice, hitting a ground ball to third. Nordyke went out from the plate, signaling to the defense what's going to happen if the runner goes. In for a strike. They let the runner go. They might have been able to throw him out. The runner at third didn't move. So second and third now with 2 outs. Nice stop by Nordyke on a pitch down and away. Couldn't get that one. Off the catcher's glove. They got to play. He scores on the wild pitch. He wasn't going. Nordyke saw he wasn't going, so didn't go after it as quick as he probably should have. And then the runner at third did go, and he was able to score on the wild pitch. So Minuteman's got their 3-run cushion back, and they get the run back that Tech scored on the wild pitch. So each team has given the other team a run with a wild pitch. A runner at third with 2 outs. The count goes full. The pitcher, Ollie, on deck. Up and in, he swung right through it. So the wild pitch hurt him. Minuteman gets the run back that Tech got. They got their 3-run cushion back. They did it with 1 base hit, and the hit kept the inning alive. He's walked 5. 2 of them have scored. He struck out 6. He's only given up 3 base hits, but he's on the short end. McCaffrey is on the short end of a 4-1 game. We're halfway through the ball game. It'll be 5, 6, and 7 for Tech. They were behind early with that 3-run inning. They had time, but now getting later in the game as we're in the 4th inning. Can't go too long letting them stay ahead. Once again, those seniors, Colby Buckland, Josh Shelley, Rashad Newhall, Vinny Marino, Tyler Maynard, Colin Donovan. Giordano flied out to center field his 1 trip. Hit in the air. In foul territory, third baseman going back. Can't hold on. Drifted away, he got a glove on it, but couldn't hold on. Giordano gets a life, gets to swing again. Hit in the left center field. It's going to drop for a base hit. So for the second inning in a row, Tech gets their leadoff hitter on. Chris Boyd, the left fielder, will be the hitter. He bounced to the pitcher as one trip. And the runner, again, gets a great jump. It hit the batter. So they don't get the stolen base, they get the hit batsman. So for the first time in the game, Tech has the first two hitters on. Dylan Nordyke will represent the tying run at home plate. He drew a walk his one trip. Slowly to shortstop. They throw Nordyke out. It's not a sacrifice, but it works the same. It moves the runners up to second and third. Colin Newhall called out on strikes his one trip. That little slow grounder. Algier did a nice job getting to it and getting it quickly over to first base. And there's another wild pitch. Sliding home is Giordano. Tech has got 2 runs, both of them wild pitches. And they have a runner at third. Newhall would love a base hit, but he wants to at least put the ball in play and get that run home. He tried to bunt. He got it down, but then it bounced up and hit him. And luckily for Tech, he was still in the batter's box when it hit him. Looks down to Eddie Lewis, third base coach, and coach of the team for a sign. Third baseman cheating in. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. Off the catcher, they have to throw him out. And luckily, he threw it in the turf. That's a very nice pick by Griffin at first. If that bounces by, they're going to have a run and a tying run on base. So a big strikeout for the second out. In for a strike. Roman Valdez walked, stole 2 bases, scored the first run on a wild pitch. Tech has got another run here with a wild pitch. Minuteman scored one of theirs with the wild pitch. Off-speed pitch sails high. Top of the order, Eddie Lewis on deck. Hit, nice. If the pitcher doesn't get that, it's going to be a base hit. He helped himself. So Tech gets the run back they lost, but they're still down 2. We finished 4 in this necessary game for both teams. Minuteman 4, Tech 2 as we go into the 5th inning. Ollie the pitcher will lead it off as it's 2, 3, and 4 for Minuteman. And I just found out they're not playing 2 7-inning games. They're playing 2 5-inning games. This is the last inning. Unless Tech ties it up. Swing and a miss. Ollie is fly to right, called out on strikes. in for a strike. In on the hands, he stepped back almost 2 feet, hit it foul down the left field side. That one bounces in. Evens the count at 2. McCaffrey stuck on 6, but he walked 5. He's only given up 3 hits. But the big hit, the bases loaded double, that brought in 3 runs. Holly draws a walk. Third straight inning, they've had the leadoff hitter on. Revels is virtually the difference in the game. He struck out the first time. Last time up with the bases loaded, the first pitch, he drilled it into left field. That one is going to move the runner up. Gets the bunt down. They make the play at first base. Nice play by the pitcher. Nice stretch by DiFilippo, the first baseman. So 1 away with the runner at third. And if I could read my own scorecard. This is Revels. It was Algier that sacrificed for the first out. Revels is struck out, swinging, double knocking in 3. Tech has to squeeze in a little bit in the infield. Hit out of play. Down that grassy knoll behind first base. Waved at that pitch. It broke way down and away. They're going to bring the run in. Revels will get his 4th RBI. And the third walk to score comes in from third. And they got their 3-run cushion back, Minuteman. Clock is walked and grounded to short. Hit in the left field for a base hit. Just reached down on the outside part of the plate and just kind of punched it into left field, going the other way. Missing wide for a ball. Campbell, the catcher, struck out, walked, and scored. Slaps it to third. They tagged the runner. Nice play by Giordano and a nice tag at first by DiFilippo. But the Tigers have to go to work. It's their last at bat. The leadoff walk hurt. 6 walks, 3 of them have scored. Walks were involved in that 3-run inning. There were 2 walks to start the inning after a fielder's choice. A slap to third for an infield hit allowed Revels to hit, and he drilled it in the left field for a 3 RBI double. And virtually the rest of the game, Minuteman has been hanging on to that 3-run lead. Tech cut it to 3-1. Minuteman matched that run to make it 3-2. They cut it to 4-2. Minuteman got that run. They cut it to make it 3 again at 5-2. So Minuteman needs 3 outs to get to 500 at 8-8. And it'll drop Tech to 8-9. And they'll have their work cut out for them to make the state tournament. Eddie Lewis, the top of the order, called on the strikes, flies to center field. Tech needs a big inning. Missing inside for a ball. In for a strike. Chop foul. Hit foul up in the seats. Step back, swung and missed, and gets tagged out. Stepped away from that pitch. Seven strikeouts for Ollie. Kobe Buckland singled, struck out. On the corner for a strike. He's one of the seniors here on senior night. Solid shot to left field. He pulls it foul. Hit it well, but got way out in front of it. Pulled it well foul. Down in the bullpen area in left field. Again, we got those blue skies and white clouds all around except over the ballpark. Big black clouds. Wide for a ball. Line short. Shortstop makes the nice play, Algier. Buckland hit it well. Algier took one step to his right and picked it. So 2 outs. Filippo struck out, laced a shot into left center field. He hits right at the left fielder. The catch is made. That's our first 1-2-3 into the game, and it ends the game in favor of Minuteman. So Ollie goes to 5, strikes out 7, walked 2, hit a batter, gave up only 3 base hits, 2 runs, both of them earned. McCaffrey went to 5, gave up 5 runs that were earned, 6 walks, struck out 6, gave up only 4 base hits. Minuteman did the damage in the 3rd inning. A walk to Wattell, a walk to Cerrone, a fielder's choice, put runners at first and second with 1 out. After a strikeout, looked like they might get out of the inning. Line that Algier didn't have nobody had a play on. Beat it for a base hit. Ravels was the next hitter. He lined a shot into left field, cleared the bases, made it 3-0. Tech in the bottom of the inning got a run back. Valdez walked, stole second, stole third, scored on a wild pitch to make it 3-1. Minuteman got it back. Campbell led with a walk, sacrificed to second. After 2 outs, a base hit moved him to third, and then a wild pitch scored him from third to make it 4-1. Tech got that run back. Giordano led with a hit. Boyd got hit with a pitch. Grounded a short, moved the runners up to second and third. A strikeout, a wild pitch, scored the second run, and that was it for Tech. They got out of the inning after that with 3 straight outs. Ollie retired the last 6 hitters he faced, and Tech couldn't do anything after that. The 5-inning game is won by Minuteman by a score of 5-2. For Tech, Buckland had a base hit. DiFilippo had a double. Giordano had a base hit, scored a run. Boyd reached base with a hit batsman. Nordyke did a nice shot behind the plate, drew a walk. Valdez drew a walk and scored a run, and that was it. They only had 3 hits. So the Tech is going to drop under 500. They're going to go to 8 and 9. Minuteman is going to go to 500, 8 and 8, and a very big game coming up for both teams in the second of this interleague doubleheader. Minuteman will try to go over 500. Tech will try to get back to 500, and they still have a game on Monday. So they have their job and their work cut out for them to try and get in the state tournament. They have to win their last 2. Minuteman has to do the same. So 5-2. Minuteman over Tech in this abbreviated 5-game first of a doubleheader. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm John Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.